Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for September. Hope everybody's well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse in a general reading. So if it's resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Cancer, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with Judgment. You have the Death card. And you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you've had to make a judgment call here. Somebody may have tried to reconcile with you. You may have even tried to work on it for a few of you. But there's a judgment call that's been made. And I do feel like it took a while for this decision here to be made. But I feel like you decided to end something. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like you're no longer talking to this person. You may feel that they're not truthful. Show me who's in Cancer's energy. Show me who's in Cancer's energy. All right, we have the Hermit in reverse, sign of Virgo. We have the High Priestess in reverse, Scorpio energy, and we have the Nine of Swords reverse. So the person in your energy is going through a karmic cycle or some sort of a karmic lesson. I do feel like this is somebody that, you know, has been out of contact with you for quite some time. You may hear from them. This person's been doing a lot of soul searching. They've been trying to figure things out. And I do feel like if you haven't heard from them, you might in the, you know, like present or near future. With the High Priestess in reverse, there's a sense of this feeling, this person feeling exposed, or it could be that there's some sort of secret that has come out, but they don't really seem to care. I feel like there was all this anxiety and trying to figure this thing out prior to this information coming out, and now it's like, they're like, whatever, you know. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. The Four of Cups. Yeah, so there's the two of you appear to be ignoring each other, but there is a sense that there's a possibility that there could be love here, but nobody wants to really look at that. Yeah, nobody's really looking at it. Yeah, it's almost like a sense of ignoring one another, but yet not, you know? It's thinking about each other, thinking about this connection, but not really admitting it, not really looking at it in a way that the other person would know. So let me see what's affecting this connection. The Hangman. It's been a while. I feel like this person had you waiting. They made you wait and wait and wait, and I feel like that poisoned this connection. And they realize it. But on your side, you were like, I've had enough. I'm done. And you may have just cut this person off completely. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Cancer at the end of this week. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You feel this person's a player. I feel like you're cutting them off. You don't even want to talk to them. They're appearing to like they're unbothered, but I don't believe that that's true. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that this person may not be single. There could also be some kind of codependency in this connection as well. Either you may be codependent on them or them on you, or both. Doesn't have to be. I definitely see that there's a sense of loss here. But honestly, Cancer, it looks to me like this person had you waiting, and now you're aware of them. You're aware of what could have been. They're realizing the same thing, but you're like, look, I wanted a reconciliation with you, but at this point, the best thing I can do is just cut you off. And it looks like you did. You're not even talking to this person. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is Judgment here for Cancer? you tried to work on this, and you know, they just weren't. Okay, so High Priestess in reverse, they have the same energy. And then the Nine of Wands. You're tired. Yeah, you're tired of trying to work things out. You're tired of being the one to put the effort in. You don't trust this person because you have found out some things. And they know it. So they do keep secrets. And then their secrets get revealed. And I feel like that's... And they act like they don't care, but they do. But I feel like at this point, you just don't trust them. So you had to make a judgment call. Let's see why the Death card is here. All right, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. We have the Two of Swords. You made the best choice you could make. After this person kept you waiting, this was painful for you that they just kept pushing you off, pushing you off. So I feel like you felt like you had no other option other than to end this. Yeah, I feel like you were giving unconditional love to this person. But you just kept getting met with, you know, games and secrets that, you know, came to light. Let me see. Why is the Ace of Swords here? I feel like you made this choice and it was a hard choice, but you felt like you had to. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. And we have the, there it is, the Eight of Cups. So you may have even moved away from this person, but I feel like there was some sudden information, or there was some kind of information that you got that created a sudden change, and that sudden change caused you to walk away. You could have found out that this person was lying. It could have come from them, or it could have come from someone else. Whatever it was, this was revealed. And so it brought about this sudden change. You walked away from the situation and you cut this person off. And you were basically like, you're a player. I don't even want to talk to you. So let's look at their energy. Why is the Hermit here in reverse? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this person had a choice between two people. There was somebody new introduced into the connection. And I feel like this person went in that direction. So they basically had a wandering eye. They saw somebody new and they were like, oh, let me go see about this person. And I feel like you may have found out about this. I definitely feel like this person, there was an ending here, and this person, you know, thinks about you all the time, and now they want to talk to you. There's something here with either texting, communication, small communication, or possibly some kind of small offer. Why is the High Priestess in reverse? Why is the High Priestess here? All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Hierophant, sign of Taurus. Gemini is here as well. This person wasn't investing in the connection, and it could have been because they were already in another connection. Yeah. There's something to do with somebody not being single, and it was revealed. It was revealed. And I feel like this person that's in your energy realized that they messed up. Yeah, they did. So they weren't really truly investing. They were kind of keeping you hanging on. And at the end of the day, you were like, this is done. All right, so why is the Nine of Swords here in reverse? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups reversed. So if they were involved with somebody new, that did not work out. And they definitely are moving slowly in your direction. Yeah, I feel like they're gaining momentum. They're moving slowly in your direction. And I do feel like you're going to hear from them. It might take a while, but I feel like you're going to. So I don't feel like whoever they moved towards, I don't even feel like it was a, you know, something that they value. This does look like somebody who is a bit of a player. Why is the Four of Cups here between Cancer and this person? All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this person delves into their passions. So I feel like you got tired of all the BS. You were the one putting the work into this. And whenever this secret came out, possibly about them being involved with someone else, you were like, I'm done with this. So you realized you couldn't trust them. You were tired of dealing with all of this, so you made a judgment call to end the connection, therefore becoming single. It does look like you are independent. You're single. It looks like your spirituality has increased. Your money is increasing as well, which is always good. And you're very independent, realizing that this was not a balanced connection. It wasn't an equal give and take. And I think you just got tired of it. You do still think about this person. This person in your energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. This is somebody who is very passionate about you, but it does look like they may have been involved elsewhere as well. So they either brought someone else in as a third party, or they were trying to bring you in as a third party. They really screwed up. And now they're taking action to slowly move in your direction, because they know they messed up. Let me see why the Hangman is here. Show me why the Hangman is here. Oh, they've got you up on a pedestal. Now you have them waiting. The Hangman is clarifying that. So they've kind of put you up on a pedestal, Cancer. They're like, oh, Cancer has everything. Cancer is prosperous. Cancer is beautiful. Cancer doesn't chase after me like some of these other people do. So they have you kind of up on a pedestal. They feel like you have it all. They feel like you, when they were with you, that you were so nurturing, so loving, so kind, so wonderful. So in their infinite wisdom, they decided to make you wait instead of investing in the connection. So now what's happened? Well, after you ended this and you felt like you had no other choice but to do so, you made a decision that if they were to come back towards you, you would make them wait. And that's exactly what you're doing. So you basically have just put the shoe on the other foot. All right, let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome. And they're realizing too that how demeaning it was the way they treated you. All right, so we have the World in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So I don't see that there's going to be significant communication. This person is working their way towards you. There could be some kind of small, text or something, but I don't think so. I feel like this person was very inconsistent in this connection. I feel like they're continuing to be inconsistent. There's been a lack of communication between the two of you. But all of that being said, it's not over between the two of you, because you have the World in reverse. Now, you've walked away from this and possibly blocked their behind, but I feel like some of you would like to have some communication, but there was something you found out that just caused you to cut this person out. Doing so when you walked away, it turned this Wheel of Fortune in your favor. It got you out of all this stuck energy, and it started things moving for you again in a positive direction. And as it should, because you are most likely a divine feminine or a divine masculine. So you got this moving in a positive direction, but there is some sort of an understanding here, and even if it's in the back of your mind, that this person may not be who they should be right now, but it's not completely over. There's a cycle here that has not closed out. But you did the right thing. And as a result of you walking away, and standing your ground here with this person, it's caused this Wheel of Fortune to move in your favor. Now, in their energy, this person is slowly moving towards you. I feel like they have a lot of feelings for you that they keep quiet. They did, it looks like, move towards somebody else, and that failed. And I do, the funny thing is that they're blaming you for that relationship failing. And like, you didn't have anything to do with it. But I think they're realizing that they have all these feelings for you. And so they're not successfully moving into other connections. They know you're upset with them. They feel like you're angry and that you're not open to them. And quite frankly, I don't think that you are. So they're hiding all of their feelings, but they're slowly making their way back to you because they don't feel like things are over between the two of you either. Yeah, so it's a lot going on here, Cancer. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Coins in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It does, again, indicate that loss. And it also is telling me that over time, that feeling of loss has only increased. It's not gotten better, it's increased. It also shows me that you may feel that at this time, your family or your close friends are not being as supportive of you as you would like. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and we will see if there's any further guidance. Pulling for the sign of Cancer. All right, Cancer. You have number 22, and it's called Letting Go. So give me just a second, and I will read that for you. All right, so this symbol comes to you to remind you that freedom is important to everyone. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. You'll be so happy that you did. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen of its own accord. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Cancer. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you again in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are loved, and namaste.